Hey guys, it's BK here from MrBKSK. I'm just going to give you guys my NHL 13 wish list. It's from all the folks here at MrBKSK. Not like we're big or anything, but it's just from everybody. Anyways, just going to comment on some changes that they should make from the NHL 12 game. I know they made a lot of changes on NHL 12 from NHL 11, but there are a few more that are needed. I personally play more EASHL and some shootouts, ranked matches, a little bit of Be a Pro. I do not play Hockey Ultimate Team. That's my one thing. I just don't really play that much. I mean, I tried it out. I like it a little bit, but I'm just not really a big HUT gamer, you know? So, if you were watching this video to find out what some changes should be from the Hockey Ultimate Team perspective, I'm just not really going to comment on that at all. I'm going to talk more about NHL in general and some game modes. But here we go. I'm going to start off with the online ranked matches. I love playing ranked matches. I think it really improves you as a player too. I mean, ever since I actually really started to play, I've been racking up assists because I've been seeing where the computers like to go and stuff. And you really gotta play by the computers if you're gonna win games. Something took a while to figure out, but I figured out now. But in ranked matches, I would really love it if you can choose when you sub out your lines for like first line for your second line, you know, because I mean, it's not very well handled, but there are some times when my first line comes out after only like a minute being in, I'm like, they did not need frequent breathers like that. I mean, some of the players on like my third and fourth line, they're terrible. They're like 74s overall. And I'm like, I can't have this when I'm in a crucial part of the third quarter in a close online ranked game. I just don't want that. Unnecessary. So also I would like it in a ranked match to if you switch to your goalie more easily. I find it hard to I often find myself switching between like defenders before I actually get it to my goalie, and if it was like a quick switch to your goalie camera angle from like your skater camera angle, I would really like that too. If they want to put that in, it'd be great. For now, it's really all I have for ranked match. I don't really find too many flaws in that. Seems like a good system. EASHL, I definitely play the most out of any game mode in the NHL series. There's bench positions in that game, like not literally in the game, but in the play game mode, you start on the bench position and you select your position. Captain presses the button and you're off playing a game. There are times when players on my team come in late, like we're in the middle of the game, like second period, 10 minutes to go, something like that. And somebody on my team will join in and be like, "Oh, why didn't you wait for me?" I'll be like, "I didn't know you were on. What are you doing?" And so they're upset. They have to go play some other game mode while we finish our game, and then they come and join, and then we'll play a game together. See, I think it'd be great if they could just move into the bench position, the top bench position, and then the next blown whistle, they get brought into the game or something, or like wait for the game to load, and then they're brought in, they sit on the bench for the next whistle, and then they're in. I mean, that'd be a great game feature. I'm sure tons of people would love that. I'd also like a coach position, because I mean, there's some guys that just really aren't that good playing wise. I mean, they they don't really score goals. They're more the assist type, but it's not good enough for them, and they can't level up so their player isn't good. I would just love it for them to be coach players, like have a good camera angle of the entire ice. I remember one time NHL 11 actually had a big group of kids that I knew on one of my EASHL teams. So what happened was we had almost a full team. He got a misconduct like a minute in. He was pissed. He was just gonna quit and like go off. But he was like, maybe you'll stay and be a little coach, because when you get a game misconduct, you can quit away or you can stay and watch it because you can't actually play. So he literally coached us through. We went down really fast without him because he was one of the better players on the team. We were down 3-0. He decided to step in and coach us. We had the most miraculous comeback, won the game in overtime. It was a beautiful thing. So I mean, if they're in a coach position, I'm sure there'll be lots of kids that hop on that. And I mean, you have a limited a minimum of 2 players to a team. So you could have a coach and then 1 skater, and the skater could be the only guy out on the ice technically. I mean, that'd be good for him too. Oh my God, goalie interference. This is more of a general thing. Goalie interference is ridiculous in this game. I love how it's like possible. I mean, it wasn't possible in the previous NHLs, but it's taken way too far. I mean, goalies will literally come out of the crease to either go on top of the puck, or sometimes they're like forced out, and like a side winger will come straight in, skate into him. He's like 2 feet out of the crease, and it's goal interference on the guy. He's like, there's nothing I can do. He's like way out there blocking my way. So it's like, how do I get out of this? People can also so therefore they should not let the goalie come that far out. And if he does come out that far, this should just be a face-off instead of a goalie interference if he's hit. I also dislike the way some defenders are smart enough that they actually push the players into the goalie, get the goalie interference for their team. I mean, I don't understand how they're able to do it, but it's been done to me many a time. And it's not really the computer defenders, but actual human defenders. They do it. And my guy, who's not like the most balanced guy, doesn't have the majority of strength. So I mean, he gets pushed around. Other than that, they should also take away diving at the goalie. I mean, you can dive with your stick out when the goalie is trying to freeze the puck. Usually, it knocks it away from the goalie. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it's a penalty, but most of the time they're able to knock it away, and it frequently goes in for a goal. And it boggles my mind how they haven't gotten rid of this yet. And it really pisses me off too. So they should get that away. I mean, if you poke it away from the goalie cleanly, I think that's probably fair. But when you're diving at it and getting it away 90% of the time, it's ridiculous. I also dislike how occasionally when you're trying to hit somebody, you kind of lock on to him. It's weird. When the guy has the puck, you can like run up to hit him and lock on to him. Another skater on their team can come in your way. You hit him instead of the guy you were intending to because you were locked on. You tried to stop getting the hit, but it didn't work for you, and you were in the box for 2 minutes because that other guy came in. You hit him instead. I would also so back to EA SHL. Remember, this is still going with this. Stick tap goals are really just entirely luck in this game. I would really love it if there was like a button you hold down Y around the net, have your defender take a slap shot, and you actually deflect it and legitimately get the goal instead of just hanging around praying for it. I think that'd be a good feature. There's more challenging dekes. I mean, there's like the hybrid spin and the stupid toe drag spin or deke and stuff. Those are all well and good, but I mean, there's only like a few legitimately really good dekes to get by a defender in the game. When there's like other games, like FIFA for an example, when there's like pages upon pages of good dekes to get by a defender, it'd just be interesting to see more of those. Better announcing. This goes entirely in general. This is just the announcers are god awful. Put in entirely new voices because these guys suck. But I mean, it's just awful. They don't even know what they're saying half the time. A good thought for EA SHL, and the online team play for announcers would be to have references of previous games, like great plays made in previous games, like, oh, BK's coming down the ice and the shot is on, ooh, save. Looked like a similar play from the last game, and it shows the replay of the previous game when he actually scored doing that. I mean, that's probably not possible, but this is just a wish list, you have to remember. That would be incredible, though. That'd be awesome if they could do that. And I'd also like a brand new walkout of the tunnel animation, like at the beginning of the game, before the game actually gets going. It's kind of like the same thing as it's always been. It gets boring. Everyone just skips through it. But I mean, if it's interesting, there's warm-ups at the beginning. Take like a few shots as a warm-up. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. So now moving on to Be a Pro for just a few things. Be a Pro, I'd love if you could actually negotiate your contract. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, if you're playing well, getting a hot streak, you should really be getting more money. I mean, really. Skills competition in the middle of the season would also be great. I mean, tons of people are asking for it. I'd be surprised if it actually wasn't in NHL 13 next year. But they actually had a skills competition like they really do. It'd be sweet. Tons of people would get the game. In general now, a little bit more camera options. I mean, there's like less than 10 camera options. I usually settle on camera or custom 3, I think it's called. I don't know. That's not really important, but still, I don't really love it. Better camera angles would really improve the gameplay. Better computer players. This is just incredibly important, because I have always said that NHL computers can do the least amount of any sports game, like computer players. I mean, in Madden, if you throw it to a receiver, the computer can actually catch the ball, and in like MLB, the computer will actually field it. But I don't like it in this game. It's you have to usually tell them to shoot, especially when they're wide open, and have a good look. You have to call for passes most of the time. I usually don't call for the pass because I like to believe that the computers are kind of smart enough to know when you're open or not, but occasionally they're not. And yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, if they're more intellectual, it'd be great, and they could actually set something up, bring it back, start it up. And they always seem to dump the puck. They always seem to run across the blue line and dump it in. That pisses me off so much. Fighting is also a big part of the game that's not really recognized as much. Fighting skill is an XP category. It's on defense, and it's not really an effective attribute, and I wish it were more, because I mean, I put up no points for my fighting skill, and I usually win fights that I'm in. I just lean left and punch right. Guys, I mean, sometimes if I'm getting beaten up even doing that, I'll alter it a little bit, maybe block. Usually blocking is terrible, but I'll do what I want. And fighting technique usually beats fighting skill in a fight. But I would really like it if that was not true, and if your fighting skill improved, your fighting punches and your fighting taking the blows. And when you win a fight, your energy bar in like the little side corner of the screen, it's like a blue bar. It says it like moves it up a little bit. It like gives your team energy. But when I'm looking at the opposing team that just lost the fight that I just beat up their player, their blue bar also went up a little bit. It's like they gained energy too. I'm like, what? How does that even happen? That's not fair at all. Why did I just fight? There's no purpose now. I mean, there really wasn't ever a purpose. I just beat up this guy's video player, and I'm in the box. I don't get to play my game for 5 minutes now. But I mean, it's just stupid. I wish that it would affect that more, and maybe it'd make the computer players better if I won the fight. I mean, I won the fight. The computer players overall all move up like +3, and their computer players move down like -3. That would affect the game in a big way, like a normal fight does in the NHL. So now I'm gonna get into the last category, shootouts. Pretty short here. When you board yourself up on shootouts, I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's pretty fun to do a shootout. I just don't like how sometimes most of the time you lose the puck. It like hits the wall when you're trying to break away from the wall, and I guess the key to fixing that is just not board yourself up. But it's still kind of annoying. I wish that it wouldn't like automatically make you lose the puck. And when you switch to stack pads as the goalie in a shootout, when you're switching sides on stack pads, I wish you just stay off instead of moving off to one side. If you know what I'm talking about, you kind of turn off to one side depending upon which way you do your stacking of the pads. But that's really it, guys. I mean, this is quite a long video. It's like 15 plus minutes now. So I think EA has some stuff to fix in NHL 13, but really hoping that they get it right this time. They did a pretty good job with NHL 12, but I'll keep playing it, keep putting up videos, and hopefully you'll keep subscribing, commenting, and liking. So that's really it, guys. See ya.